How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Blue Shifting, and welcome back to Steins Gates. Now, if you remember last week, I had a bit of a problem. It sucked. I recorded the whole episode. It was a fantastic episode. And then when I went to go save the file, the entire file got corrupted and lost everything. So, we're going to be doing it again. Unfortunately, that means that it won't be as fresh. So I'm still going to go on my rants, I'm sure. It won't be as exciting because I won't have like the giddiness that comes with just, you know, being in the moment. And I'm not going to try and fake it for you. Just bear with me. I'm going to still try to keep it entertaining. I'm still going to probably be excited. Because like this is exciting stuff to be about. One of the things that's really cool that I'm going to learn about, and I'll show you, is there's a button where I can bring up the phone and I actually get to interact with it. So you'll see that a little bit here. So, I mean, just enjoy the ride. It's going to be a blast. This is probably going to be a long episode. If it's anything like the last time I recorded it, just because there's really no good place to end it. Like, I don't want to just go cut halfway through like what's happening. So just, I'm sure you saw the timestamp already, so you probably already know this. But just again, long episode this time. Hope you're ready. So buckle up. Let's get started. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibaru. No, I can't say that. I'm not sure if I can say. I don't think I'm saying that right. But remember, we were discussing the weird, the phone wave name structure to change, which we couldn't figure out why it was doing the weird stuff with bananas. Let's continue on. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Dankai University. Okay, see? Top left corner, there. Receiving mail. And it's like, oh, sweet, you got mail. And it's from Mayuri. Like, first off, there's that weird gobbledygook that we had from our last time we used it, and this is cool. So, when we get the email up, you have these highlight things where you can send a response. So she's like, you know, I'm really sad about dropping my UPA. It's worse than last year when I missed my buying fatty Giro Froggy, whatever it is. So I'm gonna click UPA and reply, and then if I like this, I can send it. Or then the other one says something different. I feel your pain. The thing was worth a fortune. Our precious research funds, or Z. So send. So that's cool. Like, the fact that that's a thing is so amazing. Like, it really shows the level of detail, dedication, and just sheer understanding of these people had. I almost think I want to make a video about this subject, honestly. I want to talk about, like, visual novels because they're not really games, and they're not books. They're not comics. They're something different. And I think that they're a genre of their own, and with the popularity of them starting to grow, I really don't think we've seen the full potential of this of visual novels, but this game challenges everything about what makes visual novels great. The level of interaction, the level of choice, and I imagine that there's things you can ignore, like if I didn't send that message, I wonder if that would change the story. Like, it's so cool, and I cannot wait to see where it'll end up taking us someday. Just revel in the fact that we are at the beginning of a type of genre of storytelling that really hasn't come up unto itself yet. Like, there's still so much potential to it. Like I saw, Ace Academy really showed the potential there where it had like small interactions that changed the course of every conversation that happened in the next chapter. And that small amount of influence is just so powerful in the whole story as an entirety. And this game seems to be following the same trend, so that's really awesome. So, and then I can go back, and I can go Upbox, and I can see that's the one I sent. So, oh, freaking cool. That's just amazing. Anyway, so we're going to, it's part of the studies at the university. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what was today's seminar about again? We'll find out. I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Wait a minute. Okay, yes, that's the news report we can see right there on the screen. Now, I understand, like, it's an exciting report, but she almost sounds like out of breath, like she'd been sprinting somewhere. Which I don't know if they would. I mean, that thing hasn't gone anywhere for a while. But, whatever. It's still pretty crazy. As we cross over past the connects to UPX and the Daya Beauty. I look down to see the huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women. The sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone was walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off.
Daru ラジカンに見物に行かないのか?
Radican.
どうせ行っても見られないっしょ。もちろんネットに上がってくる情報にはほぼ目を通してるのだぜ。アットちゃんのスレ数100超えたし、勢いすげえ。
Ah, interesting. At channel, I wonder if that's like a Reddit reference or if that's something different. I know this came out a while ago. Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Dayabari and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall. Dayabiru. I'm trying. I'm sorry, it's bothering me because I'm sure I'm not saying it right. Daibiru.
ああ、涼しい。生き返るぜ。あばばばばばばばばばば。
That AC makes me happy too. Unlike the lab, everybody has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar.
電話レンジカッコ仮の件だが、俺は答えを導き出したかもしれん。
Ah, yes.
そのカッコ仮ってめんどいからいい加減やめるべき。
It's true, but it's adorable at the same time. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab member uses name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide his true name.
そんなことは今はどうでもいい。
お得意のとんでも理論でもひらめいちゃったん？
Yeah.
何を言うか。俺はいつもこの世の神羅万象すら超越したあらゆる可能性について思考を巡らせているのだ。とんでもとか言うな。
Okay. Well, I said that I remember even talking about this last time, but I still want to make the point now. So, I understand having a free mind to think, and that's great. Like, all power to you, man. Like, I always say encourage thinking, but like you gotta remember too the basis of what he was saying. I mean, last time he was talking about that he was talking about like particle effects and like I guess you call them particle wave patterns. It's the way that particles move in certain directions based on their quantum state, and that really doesn't have much bearing on the physical realm, unless by changing a quantum state you're changing the like fabric of matter itself and changing it to something else, which I mean the microwave could be doing that per se, but the way he was referencing it was definitely not really quite right. Definitely makes him sound smart though, so good for you.
神羅万象超越ってつまり何でもありってことじゃね？理論ってレベルじゃねえぞ。
Yeah, no, that's definitely not science, just randomly guessing.
だるよ。電話レンジカッコ仮はシュタインズゲートを開く鍵だという気がするのだが、どう思う？
Okay, so Steins Gate's a thing he's come up with. I still don't know what that is really.
そのシュタインなんとかってところからして意味不明なわけだが。
A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator... Oh, great. Oh, we're right over a girl, of course. I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling.
すいません。
I'm sure you're fine. Oh! Wait a minute. What is right? That's the most insane part of this whole thing. It's like flipping you, and that's why it's just how is this possible? And it gets crazy. It's a girl, and I recognize her. That sounds like it's a miracle in itself. Yeah, you. Impossible. Chills went down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Oh. Mikasi Kurusu.
何か?
Yeah. Kurusu frowns and tries to back away. But I don't let her go off her shoulder. My grip tightens. That's not creepy at all. No, warning bell's gonna go off here.
様、貴様は死んだはずだ。なぜここに。
Yeah, that's great. Don't sound like a crazy
し
person.
かも
There isn't a single blood stain on her clothes, and they're the same one she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured.
無傷。
Okay. So, obviously, what I think we're seeing here is a rip in the timeline, maybe. I mean, mysterious thing appears on roof. Someone gets murdered. Mysterious thing appears inside the building. And no one seems to be... like, everyone's in a different place. Sounds like something definitely happened.
痛い離して
Oh, man. Come on, let it go, dude. You're seriously gonna be freaky. Could have been pushing me away. Good thing. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief.
何なの
無事だったのか。怪我は平気なのか。いや、そんなはずはない。マキタ・クリスは何者かに刺されて血まみれで。
Now she can take this one of two ways. Either she can be intrigued, or call the police. Because we're being really creepy.
またその話かよ。
Dado interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said.
またその話とはどういう意味だ。
Oh yeah, that's true, because we didn't mention that before in like the room. Like, we just kind of like went to business.
だって、1週間前にも僕にそんなメール送ってきたじゃん。
And that's weird. I guess that's like the come back here, phone. Okay, so my phone doesn't have anything. And then what about this? I got this. What is this? Oh yeah, I remember this now. I don't remember when we got this, but I am almost positive that there's a code here. I wish I had the time and patience, and honestly, I don't know if I have what it takes to decode. I've never been good at seeing patterns. Like, I can't even spell very good. Like, in my head, I see, like, objects and images, and I just have a hard time seeing the words and, like, how they're formed. I just, the sounds. It's really rough, honestly. Okay, sent you a while ago.
俺が何
Yeah,
よ
sent
バ
an
カな。
email.
マキセ・クリスが殺されているのを見たのはほんの3時間前だぞ。
Definitely weird.
ちょっと勝手に殺さないでくれますか。私ピンピンしてますんで。
そういえばあのメール変な感じだったな。送信日時が1週間後になってた。つまり未来から来たっつうか。
Yeah, that would be the coolest thing ever, to see like a text message from the future. That would be terrifying, but like it's also cool.
未来から来た。
Ah, now we got her attention.
ネットで妙な考察サイトでも見たのかダル。お前がとんでも理論を言い出すとは珍しい。
違うがな。確かにメールの日付は1週間後の28。あ、そっか。28日だから今日じゃん。
Yeah, that's... I don't like this now. This is not feeling good. Dadu pulls out his phone and shows it to me. Oh my gosh, yeah, there it is, July 28th. They received July 21st, sent July 28th. And it was received 2 minutes after it was sent, just on the wrong day, displaced in time. Someone stabbed. Huh. He's right, it was on my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. That's weird. Someone stabbed Mikasi K. Usu. Don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the third email got cut off. Hey, Princess. The cat's joined us. If I scream in pain, it's because she's clawing my foot, which happened last video. Most of the time she's fine. She usually just crawls in here and falls asleep, but sometimes she gets playful. I do recognize the content, though.
これは3時間前に誰に送ったメールだ。
I wonder, like, but it's not in our phone. It'd be really handy if we could prove in our phone that it had been sent. But I sent one mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Data fragmentation.
興味深いわね。
Suddenly, Kidasu's standing right next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh right, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No, an evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific dribble. I am a mad scientist. Okay, yeah, we can give you that. I timidly reach out to Kidasu's face. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. You know, he's gonna end up getting thrown in prison or something. Like, he's just waltzing right that direction. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles. That's great. Why? Because that's a normal way to think.
ある。実体がある。やはり幽霊だというのは考えすぎか。
Yeah. That. Oh, yep. She's definitely that's not cool, dude. That's not cool.
オカリン、まずくね?
Yeah. He's like, what are you doing? I poke Kidasu's cheek with my finger. Great. Let's just push the envelope right over, right? Just jump off the cliff. Let's just go. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one.
Oi.
Yeah. What's going? Wait a minute. We already touched what we bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulder before being pushed away. Great. Now the brain's kicking in. And I still doubted that she has substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then why did I see back in the Radicon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like the mass disappearance? That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. I don't like where this is going. This requires further investigation. Famous last words. Oh gosh. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it. Oi!
己は警察に突き出されたいのか?
Yeah.
俺は
I just wanted to know.
真実を知りたいだけだ。
Oh gosh, that can be interpreted in so many ways. I stare straight back at Kidasu as she trembles with anger and lifts her blouse a little higher. Jeez, dude.
何が真実よ、この変態! バカなの? 死ぬの?
Yeah, all three of them. You perv, you stupid, wanna die. She pushes my hand away.
ルイスちゃんの名台詞。来たこれ。
Wait, what? Wait, Luis Chan's? What's that? I gotta know. Luis Chan. No, wait, no, no. Otaku. Okay, this is under Otaku. Fictional. The main heroine of the anime The Familiar of Ten, a tsundere. Her voice actress is the queen of tsundere, Sugumiya Reed, nicknamed Suguyu. Okay. So I guess he's just comparing her to an anime character. Great. That's just wonderful. Oh, okay, so it's a line from that anime character. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kidasu's.
俺は確かに見たのだ。
まさかあんた、今、私の下着を。
Oh, great. No, jeez, no. Kidasu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down.
この手の目が、そうではない。
If we actually get out of this with a reasonable, like with our heads attached, we'll be lucky. Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabaki's presentation, someone killed Makasu Kidasu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw.
え? ドクター、Nakabachi?
Nakabachi. Nakabachi. I keep saying ki,
Okari,
like
何言ってる？
Nakabaki instead of chi.
中鉢の発表会なら中止になったじゃん。
Okay, what? We were definitely at
中
that.
止？
Cancelled?
そう。人工衛星の墜落で。
Okay. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. Once again, change in the timeline. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Miyudi's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Doubt it.
ねえ、ちょっとあなた。
我が名は法院京馬だ。
Oh gosh.
違うよ。
Really, man?
全然違うよ。
Like, for real, dude.
法院さん、今の話、
Yeah.
詳しく教えてほしいんですが。
Owen-san. That's a normal way to call someone. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
マキセさん、そろそろ時間ですし、始めましょう。
Wow, very nasally voice. Like, Hashkamashaya. I'm not making fun of that actor, okay? I'm not. Don't take that the wrong way. Jeez, I need to think before I open my big mouth.
はい。
Kurusu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room.
オカリン、とりあえず僕らも行こうぜ。
行くとはどういう意味だ？
To the assembly
講
thing,
義を聞きに来たんだろ？
the lecture, yeah. Ah, that. Does seem to pale in respect to what we just learned. Excuse me. Daru follows after Kurusu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would a girl genius, Makasi Kurusu, need to attend a lecture like this? Because she's going to be the speaker. That makes sense. Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. She came to give it. Yep, there she is.
今日は私のような若輩者の話を聞きに来てくださってありがとう。
Aw. Very
講
nice.
義をする方だったのか。
Japan's famous girl genius, Makasi Kurusu, had her thesis published at the tender age of 17, which is ridiculous. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it.
こういうのは初めてなので緊張してますが、ガチガチなのは多めに見てください。どうぞよろしく。
Aw, she's so nice. Like, she really just seems like a really nice, down-to-earth, incredibly intelligent girl. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there's also a couple of professors. And Kurusu just gave me a sharp look. Uh-oh. What did I do? I don't know. Friggin' tried to take her shirt off just to check her tummy. It makes sense why you were doing it, but you're also ridiculous. When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at the Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. Oh yeah, sure. Because obviously maybe it was all fake except for your impression. Because obviously that makes
今
sense.
回タイムマシーンをテーマに話してほしいと言われまして、正直専門外なのですが、頑張って話してみようと思います。
Very odd that it's such a big theme.
ほう、タイムマシンか。
Oh.
最初に結論を言ってしまうと、タイムマシンなんていうのはバカらしい代物だということです。
And she's pretty right. We're gonna get into it. At this point in the video last time, I gave like a really fun like little rant, but literally we're gonna cover everything I was gonna talk about in that rant in this, so I'm not going to even worry about it now. But oh, it gets fun. And I'll just say this. It really is absurd. Like, anything that you could ever hope to achieve through time travel pretty much just can't happen, as far as we know. But, well, it's just, you have to really break some rules to make it work.
異議あり!
Yep, and there he goes again. Standing up in the middle of the freaking lecture. Jeez. Every member of the audience, not just Kirisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here. Really? Congratulations, Einstein, you figured it out. But I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel.
タイムマシンが作れないと決めつけるのは早計だ!
オカリン、無茶しやがって。
You magnificent fool! Sitting at my side, Daughter throws me a small salute. She's like, thank you for your sacrifice. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away.
Yeah. まあ、はい、いいですよ。ディスカッション形式の方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Oh, wow, that's unexpected. Most people just let them get carried away, just be like, wow, that was weird. Thanks to her early proposal, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to step on the cat. Thanks to her early proposal, her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounded a little pissed, but let's not mind that. Yeah, why shouldn't we?
でもその前に、私の考えを話させてください。
Thank you. Goodness. Ooh, that's
これ
cool
まで
background.
世界中の科学者たちがタイムトラベルについての理論を提唱してきました。主な理論だけでも11に及びます。
11 that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. Oh dear, is that all you know? I forgot about that. Ooh, if that's all he knows, he's in trouble. That's I mean, that's probably one of the most commonly talked about ones.
ブラックホール理論、高速理論。
Yeah, those. Okay, here's the thing. These three are all very similar. Like they're tied together. Like they kind of operate under the same principles.
タキオン理論、ワームホール理論、エキゾチック物質理論。
Alright, now these three, exotic matter theory is the most interesting one, I'll say. They're all pretty cool. And wormhole theory is actually like kind of like the most realistic one, but you'll see.
宇宙ひも理論、量子重力理論、セシウムレーザー光理論。
And then cesium laser theory was another one I was like, what? I don't think I've ever heard that one before. I wonder if it's because like they've kind of like been disproven or something. But once again, I'm also like, I'm not a physicist. I love physics, and I went to school to study physics before I had my boys. And so like, I love learning about this stuff, but I definitely wasn't like up to speed on everything. I guess I would just consider myself above averagely educated in theoretical physics.
素粒子リングレーザー理論、ディラック反粒子理論。
Dirac antiparticle theory. That's an interesting one too. Elementary particle and laser theory. So many theories. Yeah, come on, you've been up late. Not bad. You could only think of one of them. Perhaps Mikasa Kudasu is a worthy rival after all. She blows you out of the water, dude.
でも、それらの理論はいずれも仮説の域を出ません。
Yes, and here's the big thing I'm gonna probably end up saying multiple times. One of the biggest problems with these theories about time travel are, even if they are correct, the amount of energy and like exertion and strain on the physical universe it would take in order to actually make it happen is so astronomically beyond anything we have conceived of being able to harness. Like I'm talking about like multiple compounds of the sun's energy in its entire lifetime. Like you need hundreds of suns, maybe thousands, just to potentially try one of these things. And it probably wouldn't even work then. But anyway, let's keep going.
場合によっては11個の中の別の理論によって否定されているものさえある。
Yeah, that's true.
では、12番目の理論が発見されたとしたらどうかな?
I mean, I want devil's advocate right here.
ああ、そうですね。それは13番目の理論によって否定されるかもしれませんね。
She totally just like, well, we contradicted by the 13th, probably. Like, gosh darn it. Dang it! She twisted my question and used it against me. Touche, genius girl. Touche. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. Some puffed-up professors are giving hard looks from across the room. Maybe I get too carried away. You need to listen to that little voice in your head sometimes. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now.
ちなみに、未来へのタイムトラベルなら今すぐにでも可能ですよ。アインシュタインの相対性理論によればね。
Yep, we're going to talk about that. It's about approaching the speed of light and not breaking the rules of physics. As long as light is a constant and it's the maximum speed anything can travel in the universe, and that is a law and not just like a random coincidence, then his special theory would work for traveling in the
例え
future.
ば、今すぐ羽田空港に行って、そこから沖縄行きあたりの飛行機に乗ればいい。目的地に降り立った時、その人は10億分の1秒くらい私より未来に進んでいる。
And this is actually 100% true. Been proven, actually. Because, I don't know if you remember, but I believe it was 2 years ago, we had a leap second. I don't know if you remember that. It really wasn't all that puffed up. It was mostly just had to do with, like, adjusting the atomic clocks in the centers around the world. Just making sure all the clocks are in sync and everything. But the problem is that time on Earth and time in space are slightly different. Astronauts are going through it because they're traveling so fast. The faster you accelerate, you start to decrease your speed in time. So, where time would pass faster on the Earth than it would up in orbit. Now, it's by fractions of seconds. But over time, like a long period, that actually does become to mean something. So, for instance, I believe that the satellites in geosynchronous orbit, which are some of the furthest ones that are still orbiting the planet, they're the ones that we use for GPS and for pretty much any satellite communication whatsoever. They are stationed up there and they're traveling really, really fast around the Earth. And as they move, they experience a slightly different time, and that eventually would mean they start to desync. And if those satellites start to desync, then like electronics and devices that connect to them will stop working. It sounds kind of ridiculous to think that an off second could literally affect the way your computers and electronics and GPSs would run, but it really is a big deal. And so I believe every 10 years or so, we add an extra second to keep in time with their timetable. Actually, or maybe we subtract a second now that I think about it. It's like, because their time is slightly slower, so they would start falling behind us. That's right, so we do a leap second backwards. Oh, it's a lot, but it's true. Like, it really happens, and it's kind of it substantiates Einstein's special relativity. What does that mean?
移動する速さが高速に近づけば近づくほど時間は遅く流れる。それが相対性理論ですから。
Yep.
極論を言えば、光と同じほどの速さで走ることができたら、流れる時間はその人だけ半分になるわけで。
Yep. Stephen Hawking said it in a documentary that was really clear, like something that we can kind of grasp, is that if we believe Einstein's rules that the speed of light isn't just like an arbitrary number, but it's a law of the universe that nothing can go faster than the speed of light, then what's happening is that the universe is kind of compensating for your speed, because as you get closer and closer to the speed of light, there's a chance you could be breaking it. He says an example would be if you're in a long train that was zipping around the Earth at almost the speed of light, like as close as you could get without actually breaking the speed of light barrier, and you were standing at the back of the train and then ran to the front of the train, your speed compounding with the speed of the train could take you over the edge and let you travel faster than light. And that can't happen. So the universe compensates and slows down your time, because as you approach the speed of light, your time sense will slow down. We don't really know if anything could happen if you could break that barrier. Once again, we assume that there's nothing that can break that barrier. And so it's almost like this is a way that nature prevents that from happening. Kind of reminds me of water, how you can't compress it. Like you can compress air, you can take a large amount of air and put it into a small canister and it'll come exploding out if you break it. Water, however, doesn't do that, which is how hydraulics works. You put pressure on water through tubes and you force it through the tubes, because it doesn't just get forced into a smaller container and build up pressure that way. It's almost like time and space do the same thing, where there's a point where you can't compress space anymore, or time, so you can't compress time anymore. And so it starts to... No, it's... Okay, it's you can't compress space. You can't travel at the speed of light, and to compensate, it releases that energy into the time flow, you could say. Because the two are the same. My gosh, that was almost pointless. I hope you even cover... Don't worry if you couldn't follow that. I barely was following that myself. There is truth in there. I just don't think I explained it very well. So... Ugh. Jeez. Okay, moving on.
24時間その速度で走り続ければ周囲では48時間が経ったことになるから丸1日分未来へ飛んだことになるんですよ法王院京馬さん
Yep, because you're traveling slower. What? Why are you singling me out? Oh yeah. She calls him out by his name because she's getting back at you for being a creepy jerk. I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Mikasa Kudisu wants to pick a fight. Makisi. Like Makisi Kudisu. I wish that she hadn't said my name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. Well, then why'd you tell her?
それはへりくつではないかな?
There we go. Now someone else is talking. Now Professor calmly makes an objection. True. Mikisi Kudasu's example isn't strictly time travel per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience.
そうですね
The genius girl readily concedes the point. Good, that's a good attribute in a scientist. Being able to admit you're wrong. Not a lot of scientists, like, a lot of times when people start learning a lot, it gets harder and harder to convince them that they could be wrong in the way of thinking. And that's a dangerous precedent. A scientist should always be willing to admit that they could be mistaken. However, it's one thing to be able to admit you could be wrong, but that doesn't mean that the other person's point of view is necessarily correct. Everything needs some evidence. That's what the scientific method's all about. You can't just make claims and say that you're right because you have a hunch about it. You have to have testable data that is repeatable that proves your point. And that should be a rule of thumb for everybody. You shouldn't just believe what you read. It should have sources that are credible and can be repeated by other people. And when they are, they show consistency. Okay. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Mikisi Kudisu is giving off the aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on.
では過去には行けるのかな?
That's the tricky, pretty much
過去にだっ
impossible
て今
thing.
すぐ行けますよ夜になったら望遠鏡で空を覗いてみてください何万年も前の光を見ることができるでしょ
Well, that's also not time travel. That's just light can only go so fast, and so we see things that were happening hundreds of thousands of years ago when we look up at the stars, but that doesn't mean it was time travel.
それもへりくつですよ
Yeah, see, not time travel either. This time it's a nearby student who objects.
まあ今までのは前置き
Was it just me or did Kudisu look a little nervous just now?
例えば実際に皆さんが体ごと過去や未来へ行くことができるようなタイムマシンを作るにはまず何が必要か考えてみましょう代表的なところだと宇宙紐理論かワームホール理論かな
Wormhole being the preference.
宇宙紐というのは超巨大な質量を持つ紐みたいな形のひび割れです
Crevice. This is stuff that gets really interesting. It's all theoretical though, remember. We are not sure if this is anything at all. A string shaped crevice. That must be how it must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist?
ひびの幅は素粒子と同じぐらいで長さは最低でも銀河系と同じくらいと思っていただければいいです
That's freaking huge. So it's like, it's almost as small as like in theory these things are, and remember, these theories aren't just like wild people going, oh, I think it's all this, because this will sound crazy. But what this is that when you start getting into advanced elementary math and start looking at the quantum fields and looking at like how that weird part of our like physical universe works, we start finding these odd things that can technically happen. That's kind of what they're doing. It's like we get these mathematical formulas to help us understand the microscopic and quantum level world as best as possible. We're still learning a ton about it. But once we've deciphered some of these things and start discovering particles and learning how they work, we can start to see in the math potential for things to exist. And in a universe as vast as ours, it's like, if it's possible, it probably does exist somewhere. That's the idea that kind of comes behind a lot of these theories. I actually talked about it. You'll see why we've never been able to observe a cosmic string and why we probably never could. But it's not just like a cockamamie idea someone came up with. This is something that like scientists were able to piece together was a possibility through the math, which is why it's even a credible like theory. You can say all you want, but it doesn't mean people will listen to you. So it's really big and really, really thin.
これは巨大な質量であるがゆえに時空を歪める性質を持っているんです。その歪んだ時空を紐を中心にあなたがぐるっと一周すると360度以内で回りきることができる。
Oh yeah, that's a cool thing. So you can make a circle without going 360 degrees. You can see it pulls the universe around it.
できるということ。これ時空の角度欠損って言います。
Space-time angular deficit, where it's like, because based on the math, if this thing actually existed, the math says that there's a portion of space that just wouldn't exist because it warps space too intensely.
角度欠損しているところを通過すると、そこは欠損しちゃってますので、通過時間はゼロになる。
Yeah, because it doesn't exist. You're passing through it, but you're not actually passing through it because it doesn't exist. It's not there, so no time passed.
これを応用して、宇宙紐が高速に近い速さで運動しているとき。
Once again, okay, this is the problem. Is like it's moving at near light speed, but to get something like that moving at light speed is crazy.
相対性理論により、宇宙紐の時間は周囲より遅くなるから、歪んでいる角度欠損の領域を通過すると、本来ゼロだった通過時間がマイナスになる。
Right. So she's supposed to be talking here, but I guess it's not. So, therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit will cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. Which is awesome!
つまり、通過後の方が過去になっているわけ。
It's just a little loop, but it's a fascinating one.
で、2本の宇宙紐を使って空間欠損ジャンプを行い、元の地点まで周回するように戻ってくると、ちょうど周回を開始したのと同じ時間に戻ってくることができる。
Which would be really trippy, because then you see yourself before you left.
ざっくり言っちゃうと、それが宇宙紐理論によるタイムトラベルです。
Yeah, technically it's possible.
ちなみに誤解しないでほしいのは、宇宙紐理論は超紐理論とは別物ということです。
Okay, so now let's have super strings. What are super strings? Because I honestly am not sure what it means by super strings. In physics, there's a theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings. The vibration of these manifests into elementary particles. This theory, which possesses 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, said that this theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and scope of the universe onto the macro level to elementary particles. Nope, sorry. This theory, which posits 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to explain all phenomena from the birth and scope of the universe. Like elementary particles like quarks on the micro level. Okay, that's it. But yeah, that's why that one is so popular, I guess you would say, is that it can, I think, cover the most topics. While there's plenty of other like explanations for why the universe runs the way it does, that one is the one that, if it's true, we can use to comprehend things the most accurately and the most effectively so far. But there's a lot of people who are like, we don't think it's really that anymore.
というわけで、宇宙紐理論で過去へ行くために用意するものは3つ。
Yep, 3 impossible things.
その1、宇宙紐。これは2つ必要です。あ、ちなみに宇宙紐って生まれたばかりの宇宙にしかないという過程なので、探すのはかなり骨が折れるかも。
Just a tad hard to find.
その2、仮に宇宙紐を見つけてきたら、それを光に近い速さで運動させるためのエネルギーが必要です。
Which is also really tough, because considering how dense they are, like, that would be so hard. You can't, like, stick a thruster on that thing. It's not gonna move.
銀河と同じ長さのひび割れを光並みに加速させるには、どのくらいのエネルギーがいるんでしょうね。少なくとも 1.21 ジガワット以上なのは確かです。
1.21 gigawatts. Yeah, that's a freaking truckload. Freaking ridiculous. Okay, originates from the 1880s trilogy of Hollywood movies about time machines and time paradoxes. Oh, is that, that wouldn't be Back to the Future, would it? In the first movie, the inventor of the time machine says it needed 1.21 gigawatts of power to travel through time. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. Oh, that is funny. I'm pretty sure, I need to look that up to be absolutely sure, but that sounds like a Back to the Future reference. There's a few chuckles from the audience.
その3、宇宙紐があるところまで行って戻ってくるための宇宙船。タイムトラベルする人はこれに乗らないといけません。
Oh, yes, keeping us squishy humans alive, not a problem.
どうです、ホーインさん。
Oh, jeez.
宇宙紐理論でのタイムトラベル、挑戦できると思いますか？
She just flip and call him out. Like that's even possible. And why the heck is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time.
ホーインさんは宇宙紐理論には挑戦したくないようですね。
Oh man.
だったらもう一つ例に似たワームホール理論はどうです？こちらは宇宙紐理論よりはもうちょっと現実的かもしれません。
Definitely true. They are more realistic.
ところでホーインさん、ワームホールってどんなものか知ってますか？
Oh, come on. You better know this. No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered.
空間に開いた抜け道のようなものだろ？
That's literally the most basic understanding of it. Okay, it's where you warp space-time, almost like you're folding a paper, to make two distant points be right next to each other. It's creating a shortcut, but it's like it's using the fabric of space-time as a fluid, like dynamic thing instead of a static thing. Because most of the time you think of space, you think like, oh, the Earth is here, the Sun is here, it's all just a plane. That's the way it is. But gravity helps us see that it can be bent, and if you can bend it, you theoretically can fold it.
ね、そうです。
Whew, got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
2つの穴があって、それはトンネルでつながっている。トンネルは通過時間0で通り抜けられる。2つの穴がどれだけ離れていてもね。
Right.
だけど、ここで残念なお知らせ。ワームホールのトンネルは超重力がかかっていて、開通すると同時に潰れちゃいます。
Supergravity has the effect of ripping time and space apart and putting two parts together that shouldn't be touching. Gravity has a kind of I can't do that.
だから、かかる重力を無効化するために何らかの細工をしなくちゃダメなの。
And this is where exotic matter comes
エキ
in.
ゾチック物質。これはマイナスの重さを持つ物質で重力に反発するんです。
Yep. So exotic matter is different from antimatter. Antimatter is the reverse of a matter. So if you have a say you have a hydrogen atom, it's a proton in the center with an electron spinning around, positive surrounded by a negative. Antimatter is a positive charge spinning around a negative core. So it's made of the same materials, just oppositely charged. So when they interact, the nuclei and the electrons, or the spinning particles, kind of hit each other and they cancel each other out, kind of just nulling them. Exotic matter, however, is the opposite of matter, which would pretty much mean to be made of something completely different from the matter we have. Negative mass, huh? Is that something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. Can't begin to imagine what that would be like. It's pretty, like, it's hard to wrap your mind around it. It would be, exotic is a great word to describe it. It would defy everything we come to know from physical, tangible matter. It does everything differently. It have a complete set of rules, too. Kidoshi raises her right fist.
こうやってむぎゅーっとグーを作ってる状態がワームホールのトンネルです。
Okay.
ここを通るためには 手の中に私が握ろうとする力に反発する何かを作ってむぎゅーっとできなくしないとダメということですね。
Effectively opposite of gravity, anti-gravity. Kirusu opens her fist.
エキゾチック物質を注入してワームホールを安定させれば瞬間移動は可能になります。でもタイムトラベルをするにはそこからもう一手間必要。
Yeah, I imagine so.
ここでは仮にワームホールの入り口側の穴がこの秋葉原に、出口側にある穴が LA にあるとしましょう。まず LA にある穴を光に近い速さで宇宙の果てまで飛ばしちゃってください。そして果てまで行ったらすぐに LA に引っ張り戻す。
So remember here, in order to make a wormhole go through time, so far the best option is to send it literally to the edge of the universe and back near the speed of light. Holy crap. How?
相対性理論により光の速さで動くと時間は遅く流れる。 LA に戻ってきた穴は秋葉原にある穴よりも過去にあるということになります。
Oh, that's true. So like it would be traveling through time slower, so it would return and would be in a different time zone, effectively, like a super time zone.
というわけでその状態で法王院さんがワームホールに飛び込んだら数年前の LA に行けるでしょう。
That'd be crazy.
でもこの時点ではまだタイムトラベルをしたことにはなりません。疑似的なタイムトラベルです。いわゆる浦島効果ね。
Hiroshima effect. I'm just gonna start looking. For some of these, I'm definitely gonna look up, so. It's special relativity, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back at close to the speed of light. The trip may take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he would return to Earth to find that thousands of years had passed in his absence. Okay, so that's like we've been talking about that. This is the name for it.
重要なのはこの後 LA から秋葉原にもう一度ワームホールを通って戻ること。そうするとその通過時間はゼロなので。
Okay, yeah.
法王院さんは数年前の秋葉原に戻ってくるわけです。これでタイムトラベルは完了。
Nice. Okay, that's cool because like the connection is still in that lack of time, and so you could hop, and if you kept hopping through, you'd slowly reverse. Interesting.
ワームホール理論に必要なものは宇宙紐より楽ですよ。
Yeah, also very impossible.
その1、ワームホールそのもの。この宇宙のどこかにもしかしたらあるかもしれません。見つけた人はまだ誰もいませんが。
That's what I'm on. Wormholes, kind of like string theory, are something that are mathematically possible. Once again, you see there's lots of problems with it, and some of the problems have to be solved with stuff that doesn't really exist as far as we know. Like, it could exist. Like, we can conceive of its existence, but...
その2、ワームホールの穴
Exotic
を
matter.
光並みの速さで宇宙の果てまで往復させることのできるエネルギー。
You pretty much would have to go to another universe to get exotic matter, which is another reason why exotic is a great word for it.
その3、エキゾチック物質。ちなみにこれ、実在は確認されてません。
Yep, lots of problems. So implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort.
バカらしいと最初に言った理由は分かってもらえましたか？
It pretty much is.
タイムトラベルの理論はどれも思考実験です。それらの理論からでは実際にタイムマシンを作ることはできないということ。それが私からの回答です。
And I agree with her, even though this story is probably going to take us into realms of fantasy and fun as far as time travel goes. As far as we understand, it really is not within our grasp of being able to pull it off.
もっと簡単なものはないんですか？例えば、机の引き出しを開けるだけで使えるものとか。
What kind of question is that?
ないですね。
Like, what? Really? A firm declaration. I mean, heck, if you think about the TARDIS, which is completely fictional, even it has trouble explaining how it does what it does. I mean, it has a freaking supernova for a battery. I mean, and technically I don't even think that would work. Firm declaration.
現代の物理学じゃそこが限界。 10年後にはどうなってるかわかりませんが。
True, you never know. Perhaps we will find exotic matter. Perhaps it'll be a whole new theories altogether. Perhaps there really is a trick to it that we just haven't comprehended yet.
それに、
Truth is out there.
仮にもっと簡単に過去へ行ける方法が発見されたとしても、実際に行けるとは限らない。
True.
因果率に関する根本的な問題が解決されていませんから。
Ah, principle of causality. That's paradoxes. The problem with doing things like the classic one is where if you go back in time and murder yourself before you make it, like if you decide to you make a time machine and you make it, you go through the wormhole. Say you use a wormhole and you go back in time to before you make a time machine and shoot yourself, you technically can't exist because the reason for your existence in the past is through a time machine that you had to build. And so if you remove yourself, you thus cancel yourself out. And then the laws of the universe have to either say, well, we don't exist anymore, or the universe has to like collapse and restart itself, which is great. The only way to escape this, as I think we'll talk about, is jumping to alternate dimensions, which is probably the only realistic theory that really is out there as far as time travel goes.
タイムパラドックス。質量保存の法則?
Yep. The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be extra mass of the time machine as pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terrible or reputable book, but still, such a violation of mass conservation will put the universe in danger. Not sure about that. It didn't say what kind of danger, though.
質量保存の法則を宇宙のようなマクロレベル、あるいは原子や素粒子などのミクロレベルの仕組みに当てはめるのは誤りです。
She's like, nah, it's not conversation of mass. What, is that true? No, she's gonna poke fun at us again. No, she's laughing at my reaction that little. God, I'm mortifying.
あれは化学反応に対する法則でしかないから。現代物理学においては全く成立しない。
Okay, that makes sense.
無から有は生み出せますから。
Yeah, that's what we've done at CERN. Like, they collided two particles at really, like, near light speed, and more stuff came out than what was in the particles. So they're like, okay, well, I guess that shows the conservation of mass kind of out the window. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
では、何が問題となるのかね?
Oh, lots of problems.
タイムパラドックスはタイムパラドックスでも、親殺しのパラドックスの方です。
The grandfather paradox. Oh, I think we could kill your own ancestor before you were born.
そのパラドックスの解が導き出されない限り、タイムトラベルは実現できない。絶対に。
Like I said, I think the universe would have to reassert itself in order to make it work. Most likely, it would be an alternate dimension, alternate reality.
殺さなければいいんじゃないの?
そんな単純な問題じゃありません。SF 映画と同じように考えるのはとても危険です。あなたが消えるだけじゃ済まされない。
Yep, butterfly effect. The fact that tiny little changes can have a massive effects that you never could foresee. Really? Doesn't seem that dangerous.
矛盾が生じることは、因果律の崩壊、相対性理論の崩壊、さらには、この世のすべての物理法則の崩壊を意味するのよ。
It pretty much here's the scoop. The more you really learn about this potential, the potential of physics and time travel, and what paradoxes were, and how they would have to like work in our universe, if you actually understand the concept, you would never in 1,000 million years want to have an ability to travel in time. Like, it is just far too dangerous. If it is possible, it shouldn't be. Like, maybe the universe is trying to save itself by preventing it from ever happening, because it's just far, far, far too dangerous. And like sci-fi shows try and like fix it, but in reality, it's like it just couldn't work.
パラドックスは理論上の思考実験に過ぎない。現実に起きることはないし、起きてはいけないことなんです。
Yeah, definitely should not.
だから、たとえ 0.000001% でも起きる可能性のあるどんな行動も絶対に実行には移せない。そう考える方が自然じゃないですか?
I would, except the game's probably going to prove us wrong.
多世界解釈や自己無矛盾の原理っていう抜け道もありますが、 個人的にはファンタジーすぎると思うので認めたくないですね。
I don't know. Parallel world, I think what they do make sense. I think there's definitely a possibility for their existence. That's me. That's me. I grind my teeth. When I see Mikisi Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Mikisi Kurisu is truly a genius. And there we are. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. That was freaking long, I know, and I rambled a lot. And I don't even know if I made sense at the time, but it was super fun to do with you. You know what, I was worried. I liked it. I liked going through this the second time anyway. I looked at some of the backlog things, and that was interesting. I didn't look at them the first time, and so I'm glad to make sure I was up to speed on everything, especially the gigawatts instead of gigawatts. That was pretty funny. What did you guys think? What do you think of, like, I don't know, cosmic strings and time travel and paradoxes? I mean, is there something you like to find to do? Is it all just wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff that you just can't even start to comprehend? Or are you like me? Do you really like to explore it with your mind and just, I don't know. I don't know what conclusion you came to, but like my conclusion would be it's fun in a game and it's fun to conceptualize, but if it were real, I would destroy it. If I found an actual working time machine and I could stop someone from ever using it, I would, with every fiber of my being. There's nothing that's worth the risk of changing in the past. It's just not okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this channel, for joining, and just kind of enjoying my trek with me. I'm sorry that it took so long to get to this part, but hey, we made it! And if you're watching this, we didn't have any issues when I tried to stop the video and hit save in about 30 seconds, so crossing my fingers for that. So it's kind of like you're a time traveler in a way. You're seeing my future already. Anyway, thank you so much for all of this. Thank you so much for being here, and until the next video you watch with me, or whatever you have to see me in next, I'll see you there.